My name is Mark Potter with 43speed, and today is just to address future Division One and college athletes, for that matter, mainly guys, because those are the ones that are seem to be having some off the field issues here. And here at 43speed, one of the things we always talk about and always tell our players is, if you just stay focused, if you isolate, separate, and dedicate yourself to your skills, your craft, and your art form, these morons, these bozos, these clowns, they'll get out the way. And it was brought to my attention a couple of days ago that the defensive end for Converse Judson out of San Antonio, Texas, which is a high school, the defensive end, I think he had committed and signed with Texas A&M University, and now he is being charged with armed robbery. And I think it's 2 accounts of armed robbery. He robbed his ex-girlfriend. And so I tell the players, if you just stay focused, man, these guys will get out the way. When I was playing, in the 90s and early 2000s, at that time they had a rule called Prop 48. And Prop 48 was, if you didn't have the grades, universities, mainly Division Ones would make an exception and still accept you your freshman year, even though you weren't eligible to play, but you were still able to enroll into the university and participate in practice and things of that nature. Then if you graduated on time, you were granted an additional year to continue to play. Well, now they don't have Prop 48. I have friends who coach from the junior college all the way to Division I level, and you're just a click of a button. This is personal. If you want to conduct yourself as an idiot, you want to live the life, you want to be about the life, the lifestyle, with the girls and everything that comes along with being an athlete outside of the work in itself, then you're replaceable. They'll find somebody just like you. Again, when I was playing, we didn't have Instagram and all this social media and the click of a button. Computers were at the very beginning stages of the internet, and so a lot of colleges actually either had to fly out to attend a game and watch you in person, or the coach had to send a VHS tape to the university to get their attention. And so to find players was really scarce. You hear about a player like a Cedric Cormier or Reggie Hardy or somebody like that, guys that I played with. Then universities would fly out and watch us all play. Now they just click a button, and the first time they get whiffed that you have some off the field issues, they'll just find somebody else. Football is being played in Ohio, in California, Miami, Florida, the East Coast, obviously the West Coast, and there's thousands of high school football players and inspired college football players. I know a few years ago I did some research, and I think there's roughly 1 million high school football players, but each year only 2,500 of those guys will be accepted into a Division I program. And so out of the 2,500, I don't know the statistics, but a lot of those guys will forfeit their scholarship just based off stupidity. And so I always tell my players, if you just walk that fine line and just stay straight and narrow, clean social media, be respectful to others, garner and appreciate the relationships that you've been able to establish, not only with your teammates, but with your coaching staff. When universities come in, they love outstanding citizens, and for you to represent their university well. And so I encourage all our players at 43speed to be that guy, because there's a lot of guys and there's a lot of clowns out there that's not worthy of a Division I scholarship. They want to be about the life outside of the sports forum and not inside what it takes to really and truly be a champion and to be successful. And so they'll get out the way for you if you just stay focused. And you don't have to be the biggest, fastest, strongest. You can be the smartest and most disciplined and still get yourself in there. How many stories are there out there like a Wes Welker who really wasn't a Division I guy, but he managed to be a, to get in at Texas Tech. And there's several other guys that are out there that were not Division I talent, but somebody failed, couldn't pass the SAT, smacked his girlfriend, smoked some weed, got a dope case, a robbery case, that's crazy. You're a senior in high school. You just signed a Division I letter of intent. You have an opportunity that very, very few will ever have an opportunity to be a part of. And very, statistically, the numbers are almost impossible to do. But you have managed to do it, and then you go and piss it away by beating somebody with a pistol or sticking up a convenience store in your neighborhood. Everybody knows who you are. That's crazy. So I do encourage all the players out there, just stay focused on what it is that you do. Come up with your five short-term goals and your 5 long-term goals, and stay focused on that, and let those goals lead and guide you in the right and positive direction. And trust me, if you believe wholeheartedly and you work your tail off like there's no tomorrow, you'll get there. Trust me. And so I encourage all our players to do that, and all the players out there that's striving to, be something of excellence, positive and productive in this society. Just walk the straight line. Again, my name is Mark Potter with 43 Speed. Thank you.